So for this one, we have log of b squared times a to the 8th. Now we have two things going on. We have multiplication between b squared and a to the 8th, and we also have what? Exponents. So let's just break it up. Let's simplify the multiplication first. So we're going to do log b squared plus log a to the 8th. Now what are we going to do? We're going to simplify these exponents. So where do we bring the exponents? Down into the front of log. So our final answer is 2 log b plus 8 log a. So for condensing logs, you'll have the expanded form, and we're going to have to basically work backwards. We're going to need to condense it. As a reminder, whenever we see a addition sign, that's equal to multiplication. Whenever there's a subtraction sign, that's equal to division. Whenever there's a number in the front, it's going to be equal to an exponent. Now, we're going to go over this when I get to the example. But for fractions, whenever you see the fraction, if we have like a minus sign, if it's going to be in the numerator or if it's going to be in the denominator, like if we're going to have, just say like x times y, that would have to be grouped. You couldn't have, because then you'd be sitting there, well, how do I know? Where does this number go? Does it go in the top or does it go in the bottom? So for fractions, if it's going to be multiplied, you're going to see it inside parentheses, so you know if it's going to go in the numerator and the denominator. Remember, numerator is going to come before the subtraction sign and denominator is going to come essentially after the subtraction sign. So let's practice some examples. If I have 2 times log base 3 of x, okay, I have a 2 here in front. What did I say if there's a number in front? What does that mean? Well, it means it originally was the exponent. So now we got to distribute it where? Back to where the exponent would go. And the only place to put an exponent here is next to this x. So our final answer, or our condensed answer, is log base 3 of x squared. All we did was take this 2 and move it to the top. So how about if we have log 50 plus log 2? Okay, what does this plus sign mean? This plus sign means multiplication. So we were really doing log 50 times 2. Well, couldn't we simplify that one step further? Couldn't you multiply 50 times 2 and get log 100? Now, if we really wanted to take it one step further, you could simplify it even further. You could put log 100 in your calculator and we would get 2 as our answer. Not just yet. We'll discuss that later on. I'll take this as your expanded form or your condensed form right here. Log of 100. I'm completely fine with that answer. How about if we had log base x of a plus log base x of c? Now what's important to realize is we can only condense logs when what? The bases are the same. If this was x and this was y over here, you could not condense them. This would be the most simplified form. So it's just like basically combining like terms. What do we have here? We have a plus sign. So what are we going to do? Multiply. So we have a times what? C. So our final answer is log base x of a times c. Now how about this one? We have log u minus log v. What does this subtraction sign tell you? This subtraction sign is telling us what? That it's division. So we're going to have log of u over v. Now this is our final answer. How about now? Okay, I was just using a log over here, and what I do now, I'm using ln. ln and log basically mean the same thing. The same rules apply. If I use ln, Same rules for logs apply, just a different type of base. Ln goes with what? Goes hand in hand with E. So how about now if I have ln of u minus ln of u times v? Okay, this means 1 because this is already grouped together. This is going to be where? Top or bottom of the fraction? The bottom, because remember, this is u times v. They're grouped together. They're with each other. They go together. So we're going to set it up ln of u over u times v. Can we simplify this a little further? Yeah, we could cross out. We have like terms. We can cross out 2 u's here. So now when we do that, it just doesn't become ln of v. Why? Because it's u over u times v. So when these cancel out, we're left with what on the top? 1. So my final answer is ln of 1 over v. How about this one? We have 2 times log base 3 of 6 minus 2 times log base 3 of 2. What did I tell you whenever there's a number in front that acted as a what? As an exponent. So we got to bring the 2 up here and bring the 2 up here. So now we have log base 3 of 6 squared minus log base 3 of 2 squared. Now let's go ahead and simplify. Let's go ahead and square 6 and square 2. So now I have log base 3 of 36 minus log base 3 of 4. So what's the subtraction sign tell you? That means we are dividing. So now we have log base 3 of 36 over 4. We can simplify that. 36 divided by 4 gives me 9. So log base 3 of 9. You can leave it at this answer, or using the change of base formula, we would find out that log base 3 of 9 simplifies down to 2. How about now? We have 3 log 2 minus log w plus log 3. Okay, this is that problem where I was telling you when you can have, how the second we have the subtraction sign, that means we're doing what? Division. And the second we have a plus sign, that means we're doing what? Multiplication. Well, now you're going to be asking yourself, well, where does this log 3 go? Numerator or denominator? It's going to go into the numerator. Why? Because if it was going to be in the denominator, it would have to be grouped. There would have to be parentheses around it. If there's no parenthesis, that means it's automatically going to go where? Up into the numerator. So let's simplify this. So we have log 2 to the third plus log 3 minus log w. I kind of just brought this over here so it's a little easier to see it. So why don't we simplify 2 to the third? So we get log 8, 2 to the third is 8. Now we have this plus sign, so it's times. So we have log 8 times 3 minus log w. So when I do that, so we have the subtraction sign, so that means we're dividing. So we have log 24 over w. 3 times 8 gave me 24. Okay, simplified, can't do anything else. This is our final answer. As always, here is our pet of the day. This is Daisy Jane. She is Super Dog over here. So some daily reminders. Your homework is assigned daily and it's posted on Google Classroom and Plus portals. Your homework is to be uploaded to Google Classroom or emailed to me before the start of class. If I don't receive it prior, it's considered late and you will not receive full credit. On Thursday, you will have a quiz. If you have any questions, please be sure to email me.